Hello everyone, my name is Nur Al-Sokhairuni binti Sisam Elias Muhammad Nizam and my matrix number is A24HP0140. Today, I will be presenting on the topic of electromagnetic radiations and energy, chapter 2. Before we start, let me ask a simple question. Have you ever wondered how sunlight reaches the earth or how your phone receives the signals? So, all of these involve an energy, especially a type of energy, and we call it as electromagnetic radiation. So today I will be explaining what is electromagnetic radiations and its characteristic and why it's important in our daily life. So, what exactly is electromagnetic radiations? In simple terms, it is energy that travels in the form of wave. So, the easiest example is the light from the sun. What makes electromagnetic wave special is that they don't need any medium to travel. Unlike a sound, they need air to move. Electromagnetic wave can be traveled through the empty space at a constant speed. As we all know, constant speed symbol is a c. So that's why sunlight is able to travel all the way from the sun to the earth. To understand the electromagnetic wave better, there are a few important characteristics that we need to know. So the first one is the wavelength. Wavelength is simply the distance between one peak to another wave peak. The second one is a frequency, which tells us how many waves pass through the point in 1 second or in one time. Another characteristic is amplitude that you need to know. You can think of it as a height of the wave. Now, let's see how frequency and wavelength are related. A simple way to remember this is when one goes up and the other goes down. So let's see this picture. They are actually linked with this equation, C equal to V lambda. If a wave has a high frequency, it will have a short wavelength. So, on the other hand, if it has low frequency, the wavelength will be longer. So, frequency and wavelength always have an inverse relationship. Okay, next we have the electromagnetic spectrum. As you can see the picture here, this spectrum shows all the type of electromagnetic wave, arranged from the lowest energy to the highest energy. It starts with the radio wave, followed by microwave, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma rays. The color of a visible light actually depends on its wavelength or frequency. So, as we move across the spectrum, the frequency increases and the wavelength becomes shorter and the energy becomes higher. Visible light is actually just a very small part of the entire electromagnetic spectrum. So now let's talk about the photon energy. Scientists discovered, which is Max Planck, that light is not only wave, but is also made up of a tiny packet of energy called photon. Each photon carries a certain amount of energy, so photon energy depends on its frequency, just like the equation. The important things to remember is that a higher frequency means to have a higher photon energy. That's why the gamma rays have the most energetic photons, which why radio wave have the most least energetic photons. So, where do we actually use electromagnetic radiations? So as we can see here, the picture here, for example, radio wave. Radio wave are used in a communication system such as radio or television broadcasting. And next, we have a microwave, are used for cooking and satellite communications. Infrared radiations is actually commonly used in remote controls or in thermal imaging. Next, we have X-ray. X-ray help a doctor see inside our bodies without having surgery. And last is the gamma rays, are used in cancer treatment because they actually can destroy the harmful cells in our body. The electromagnetic radiation is something we use almost every single day, even if we don't realize it's happened in our life. So lastly, we're gonna answer the questions. Now let's answer these questions. Gamma rays are more dangerous because they have the highest frequency and the highest energy. Yes, because of this high energy, they can actually penetrate deep into mattress and even damage living cells and DNA in our body. Radio wave, on the other hand, have much more lower energy, so they are generally much safer. To conclude all, electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy that travels as a wave and does not need a medium to move. Thank you for listening. That's all from me.